Harris loved her apartment. Second floor, good neighborhood, perfect for a college senior. When her roommate Jenna moved out in September, Emma was actually relieved. Jenna had become increasingly strange, withdrawn, always watching Emma, taking her things without asking. So when Jenna said she was leaving, Emma helped her pack, watched her carry boxes to her car, said goodbye, and thought that was the end. But for the next 3 months, Emma heard scratching in the walls, footsteps when she was alone, food disappearing from her refrigerator. She thought the apartment had rats, or she was going crazy. She never imagined that Jenna had never actually left, that she'd been living inside the walls, watching, waiting, obsessing. This is the story of the roommate who never left. Emma met Jenna in August when she needed a roommate for her 2-bedroom apartment. Jenna seemed perfect, quiet, clean, paid rent on time. But within weeks, things got weird. Emma would come home to find her clothes rearranged, her shampoo used, her toothbrush in the wrong place. Small things, things you question but can't quite prove. Then Emma noticed Jenna taking photos of Emma's schedule written on the calendar, of Emma's textbooks, of Emma getting ready for class. When Emma asked about it, Jenna said she was just documenting college life. But the photos felt wrong, too focused, too intimate. Emma started locking her bedroom door. That's when she noticed Jenna had Emma's spare key, the one that should have been in the kitchen drawer. Emma confronted her. Jenna apologized, said she'd needed to borrow something when Emma wasn't home. But Emma had changed. She no longer felt safe in her own apartment. She told Jenna she was looking for a new roommate. 2 days later, Jenna said she was moving out. She'd found another place. She'd be gone by Friday. Emma helped her load boxes into her car, watched her drive away, changed the locks that same day. Finally, she felt safe again. But a week later, Emma heard the scratching inside the walls behind her bedroom late at night. Rats, she thought. Old building. She'd call the landlord. Then her food started disappearing. Half a sandwich she'd saved, a bottle of juice, crackers from the pantry. She lived alone now. There was no explanation. Emma bought a carbon monoxide detector, wondering if she was forgetting things, losing time. The detector showed nothing, but the scratching continued. Every night, around 2 a.m., Emma recorded it on her phone, sent it to her landlord. He said he'd send an exterminator. The exterminator found no rats, no mice, no evidence of pests, but he found something else. A loose panel in the hallway closet, leading to a crawl space behind the walls. He shined his flashlight inside and found a sleeping bag, food wrappers, a backpack. Someone was living in there. Emma called the police immediately. 2 officers arrived, investigated the crawl space, found more than just a sleeping bag. They found Emma's missing spare key, the one Jenna had borrowed. They found photographs, dozens of them, of Emma sleeping, eating, getting dressed, taken through a crack in the wall. They found a journal filled with observations about Emma's routine, what time she left, what time she returned, who she talked to on the phone, and they found Jenna's driver's license. Emma's former roommate had never left. She'd faked moving out, returned her key to the landlord, then used the spare key to enter the apartment when Emma was at class. She'd discovered the crawl space during her time living there, had planned her secret residency for weeks. For 3 months, Jenna had been living in the walls, coming out when Emma was gone, stealing food, taking showers, sleeping in Emma's bed, and watching Emma through gaps in the walls. The police set a trap, had Emma leave the apartment, waited inside. At 11 a.m., they heard movement in the crawl space. The panel opened. Jenna emerged. She seemed surprised to see police, but not ashamed, not guilty. She simply said, "I wasn't ready to leave yet." Jenna was arrested, charged with stalking, trespassing, and invasion of privacy. In psychiatric evaluation, doctors diagnosed her with obsessive love disorder and delusional attachment syndrome. She believed Emma was her best friend, her family, someone she couldn't bear to leave. She hadn't intended to harm Emma. She just wanted to stay close, to remain part of Emma's life. Even if Emma didn't want her there, even if it meant hiding in the walls. Psychologists said Jenna showed a pattern of attachment issues, inability to accept rejection, delusion that her presence was wanted. She'd done this before, to a previous roommate in another city, but that time she'd only stayed in the crawl space for 2 weeks before being discovered. She'd learned from that mistake, planned better, stayed 3 months in the walls, watching someone who thought they were alone. Jenna was sentenced to 2 years in a psychiatric facility, mandated treatment, restraining order preventing contact with Emma, but the damage was done. Emma moved out immediately, couldn't stay in that apartment, couldn't sleep knowing someone had been watching her for months. She had nightmares, therapy, trust issues with roommates. She wondered how many times Jenna had been in her room, had stood over her while she slept, had used her things. The violation wasn't just physical space, it was psychological. The knowledge that privacy is an illusion, that walls can't keep you safe, that someone can be closer than you ever imagined. Emma graduated college, moved to a new city, lives alone now, won't have roommates. She still checks her walls, looks for loose panels, listens for scratching, because once you know someone can hide that close, you never stop looking. Jenna was released after 18 months, good behavior, completed therapy. Emma received the notification, changed her number, checked the restraining order, and moved again, just to be safe. Because some people don't understand boundaries, they just find new ways to cross them. This was the story of the roommate who never left, and the walls that weren't protection enough. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the Unscripted Nation for more true crime every week. And if you have a roommate, maybe check your walls. Stay safe out there.